connect with our group consciousness, Goddess Devi. She is our group consciousness. Connect with her and receive abundant love energies from her. As a great mother, she is sending you love energies. And as a child, be open to receive those energies. Whatever that might have happened in your childhood, because of which you have closed your heart and you are not able to receive those love energies, just let them go. You are a divine child and you deserve love. Say to yourself, I deserve love. I am loved. Feel that inside each and every cell of your body, in your being. Observe, is there any resistance that is coming in when you're receiving love? Just as an observer, let go of that resistance. And again say to yourself, I deserve to be loved. As a divine child, I deserve to be loved. And I am loved. I am loved irrespective of my color, irrespective of my height, irrespective of my shape, irrespective of my words, irrespective of my thoughts and feelings. I am unconditionally loved. I am loved because I am. Just because you are there, you are loved, and not because of anything else. You're just purely loved. Feel that pure and unconditional love in your being. Our group consciousness, baby, she's telling you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Feel that shower of love. If there is any emotion that is arising, sadness, anger, irritation, depression, whatever that is arising now, let it go. Say to yourself, I choose to let all those non-positive emotions go away. Right now, I'm letting them go. Because I deserve love. I deserve to be in that highest vibration, highest emotion. If any of those memories coming up from your childhood or anything where you were not loved, where you were unhappy, invite that inner child of you into our group. and hold hands with her and tell her that look at our divine goddess. She is there to send us unconditional love. So just be open to receive that unconditional love. And I am also there for you. Let her release all those non-positive feelings, whatever that she is carrying, completely. When you are ready, you will be able to let go of all that is not serving you. Choose what you want and do not focus on what you do not want. As you are completely filled with these love energies, and as all your inner children are filled with these love energies, you can clearly feel that difference. As they are filled completely with those love energies, they'll be completely integrating inside you. They'll not be there as a separate inner child, but they'll come and integrate inside you. They are separate because of the hurt or the emotions that they might have felt at that time. But when they are complete there, when they are happy there, they are no more separate. They'll come inside you and they'll integrate inside you. So all your inner children are coming and integrating one by one. They're all healed. Feel that they're all healed and they're all coming inside you and integrating inside you, and you're feeling that power, that love, that joy, that innocence. Everything is coming back to you. And as you're completely filled with this love, your container is so filled with this love and it is overflowing. And as it is overflowing to all our group members and their inner children. And we are all becoming one. We are all becoming one. And the divine goddess, our group consciousness, feel that inside. You are now one with that divine goddess. And you're so powerful. As together we are all powerful. And we are an embodiment of love. And as this goddess Devi is completely filled with this love, and the love is overflowing from her, and it is overflowing to your family, to your friends, to your community, to your state and country. whole of this planet Earth and to the whole cosmos. You are not separate. You are one. A great healing is happening. Just be there in that oneness, celebration of oneness. When you're in that oneness, the small I disappears. And all the problems, challenges, or issues that you're facing in your life, they all disappear. Come back. Slowly come back into your body with that great wisdom. that you are not this small I, but you are a part of that big oneness. And you are the creator. Whatever that is happening in your life, consciously or subconsciously, you are creating it. And when you realize that you are the creator, you will have that power to change or power to rewrite anything and everything that is happening in your life, or power to accept. So with that great wisdom, come back to your body. Completely integrate yourself into your body. And whenever you are ready, you can release your hands and place them on your eyes for a few seconds. And slowly and gently open your eyes. I hope you all enjoyed this session. If anyone wants to share anything from this particular meditation, you can share. We'll take a couple of sharings and then we'll start questions on the conscious parenting. And you can type it in the chat window, and you can just unmute yourself and talk.
Hello, Prana Garu.
Yeah.
Hi, thank you very much for the lovely session. And I joined in late, but was still able to connect the moment I joined in. So it was great. But one thing actually, because when can I ask the question now?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it about conscious parenting we're starting, or is it?
Maybe I think I would be away from the topic. Okay, I think I'll reserve it from some other time. Then okay.
No, that's okay. I thought we'll just start the conscious parenting just after a few minutes. But if it is any other question, that's okay. You can go on.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Because it was really burning in my mind. That's why I wanted to ask.
Okay, sure.
Because
no
when thank you. Just before I joined into the meditation, I was just browsing something on the internet, and suddenly I came across a very disturbing image of some deceased. The disease. I mean, sometimes it just comes in the ads, isn't it? When we are browsing something. So, and I was heavily disturbed with that, and it just keeps stirring in the mind. And when I joined into the meditation, it was still sitting in my mind. And how to tackle these kind of situations, because when we see something disturbing, that surfaces the moment when we sit for the meditation, and everything is very disturbed. So, I mean, how to get it out?
Okay. Did I share anything on how to replace and reframe? Because as I'm doing both in Telugu and in English, sometimes I'm slightly confused where I'm talking what. So exactly 1 or 2 days ago, I was talking, just a few days ago, I was talking about reframing and replacing. Did I talk it in English? If not, I'll just share.
Sorry, I don't think I attended any of the replacing
Okay,
and
but
reframing.
usually you attend everyday sessions, right? So you haven't
Yeah,
heard any.
most of the time. Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
I think I just missed one or two sessions in between,
Okay.
and which I
Okay.
catch up on the recordings. So I
Yeah.
didn't come across. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much.
yeah. Mm, yeah. So main thing is it's always about our mind mastery. So if something like that is happening, I'll just tell you a very, you might feel that it's a weird example or it's a silly thing, but I used to feel that in my childhood, without taking the name of them, I'll just tell they are my family members. So during my childhood, whenever I was eating, that person, he used to put some, I mean, he just used to tell me that, okay, that curry looks like frog. And that's a frog juice. And it was so weird that I used to feel so, I don't know even how to, I was so, I mean, the whole thing he used to create in such a way that I never used to feel like eating that food. But my mom, she used to come and she used to tell me that whatever he's telling, is that true? I'm like, no, it is not true. That's a different curry. And I really love that curry. So then why are you taking his words? So I'm like, okay, but as he's telling in my mind, I feel as if this is all frogs and this is all like frog juice and it's a frog curry. And so, but she trained me in such a way that she used to talk to me that it's okay, whoever talks, whatever they are talking, it's always in your mind. So you have to be strong. So it is you who is creating. Whatever you are seeing, that's the truth in front of you. It's just a plain curry. But in your mind, if someone else is talking something and they are trying to change it, you have to master yourself. So that is how that's an example which I wanted to relate. But in the same way, whatever that is happening outside, it's always about reframing in your mind. If the diseased person is coming, immediately replace with a Buddha. So from that diseased person, because only for some people it happens. There are different types of people who are very very intelligent. mm, there are some names to these persons because there's some IQ, I don't remember, there's some name for that. So for them, the visualization is not very easy. But as you said, as you just saw that, immediately it is coming into your meditation. So you may fall into that other category. But both of them has their own pros and cons. So for you, it will be easy to visualize. For example, if I say group consciousness, if I say go to love worlds, go to some other astral worlds, it will be very easy for you connect to those worlds and you'll really feel that energy inside you. But for the other category people, they are so intelligent and they question everything. For them it will not be very easy if I say that go to the astral worlds and connect to this master, connect to that master, receive the energies. So for them, it may not be that easy to get connected. So really appreciate the ability that you have inside you. That okay, whatever you are seeing, you're feeling based. So you feel about it, and automatically you get those visualizations. But again, it's about mind mastery. Whatever that you are getting that you don't want, so replace it with a beautiful flower, with a beautiful house, or whatever that you want to achieve. Like, for example, a beautiful career or anything that you want, or just Buddha. So just replace it again and again and again. And after a few minutes, it will disappear. That is all, that is called reframing. But appreciate whatever that you have. Because for some other people, as I mentioned, they don't really get connected to these kind of images, though they look at this. For a lot of people, they really love watching horror movies. They enjoy that adrenaline and everything. But for some people, if they watch horror movies, they'll carry those feelings and everything into their daily life. And for them, I strictly advise not to watch any horror movies or anything. because you carry those things into your day-to-day life and you create that into your daily environment. So it is very important. What, of course, as you mentioned, it was just scrolling there and ads. We cannot, sometimes we cannot avoid things, but it's always about your mind mastery. Okay, I hope I answered your question.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. That was really needed for me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, anyone else has anything to share? Or else, yeah, we'll just take one more sharing if anyone has it, or else we can start on the conscious parenting questions. Someone in the chat window, I don't want to take their name because they sent it privately. I shared my experiences with you on WhatsApp. You didn't respond. So, uh, yeah, actually, I heard your voice message, but um, there are like too many messages that are coming in. Somehow I missed replying back. And then I was scrolling down to reply to you, and there were like too many things, so I couldn't really reply. Actually, I did sessions on divine masculine. That is how it all started. I'm not really sure if you have watched in digital meditation, digital Dhyana Yajna UK. The topic that I spoke on was divine masculine and divine feminine. So you can check that, and also if you want to check it in Telugu, um, um, Ashtalakshmula. There's something on Astalakshmi. There were 8 ladies who were taking sessions, and I was one of the speakers. Even on that day in Telugu, I spoke about all these divine masculine and divine feminine things. Yeah, and yes, definitely, I'll do one session, one meditation session that I really promised long time back, even in the digital Dhyana Yajna, for about divine masculine and divine feminine balancing. But most of the times, I'm just doing in my everyday meditations these things. But if you want to specifically listen to them, you can listen to those two talks. One is in English, one is in Telugu. Whichever you're comfortable, you can listen to that. Thank you. Messages from Master Lakshmi's. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Hmm. So, anyone else has anything? Okay, looks like no one has any questions. Yeah, I got it from YouTube. There's a comment. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Full of love. Come to me from Padma Garu and Pavani Garu. మ్యామ్ నేచర్లో మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తే బెటర్గా ఉంది హోమ్లో ఎప్పుడు చేసినా చాలా నిద్ర వచ్చేస్తుంది మ్యామ్ వై మ్యామ్ ఎనీ సజెషన్స్ ప్లీజ్ ఓకే సో ఏం చేయండి అంటే సారీ I'll just talk in English because this is mainly English session. So what you can do is in your meditation, even though you're sitting in home, if you're using some music, then use music of some beautiful nature, waterfalls or birds chirping or any beautiful nature as if you're really sitting in nature. And the first few minutes, visualize as if you are sitting near a beach or near nature or whatever you like the nature. Visualize and then sit in meditation. And the other thing is, practically, if you speak, it could be because of the oxygen level that is there inside your home. If it is the reason, then open your windows or open the doors so that there will be more oxygen flow. And the other tip is if you're feeling asleep in your home, just try to take deep breathing few times. Yeah, these tips, I hope it will be helpful for you. Hmm. And yeah, someone is asking, my son is 6 years old and he still wets the bed. I need to put a diaper for him till this age also. Please, can you suggest something? Actually, sleep talk really works wonders, especially for if you're still using the diaper. You can just talk to him when he is asleep. Just after some time, after 15-20 minutes of his sleep, just call him. If he's not responding, then he has slipped into sleep. Then that time use very positive emotions, that whenever you have to go to toilet, you'll wake up. And for example, if he has to wake you up, or does he go on his own, whatever, depending on that. So if you, whenever you have to go to toilet, you will know, and then you'll wake up from the bed and you'll go into the toilet. So like that, just use those positive sentences, and then use the same sentence like 3 times or 5 times. And if he is a deep sleeper, then you could even put your hand on his head or on his body, and just as you are talking to him, just do some, just stroke his, or tap him, or just do that while you are talking to him. uh, Try this for about 21 days, or I'm sure it will automatically go away, because this has been experimented by a lot of moms, especially who are pyramid moms, and there were a lot of discussions that happened before also in our pyramid groups. Moms asking the same question, and they tried it, and it really worked for them. Just within few days, they were able to uh, use the toilet. And also, are there any fears for him when he wakes up in the midnight? If so, just use a bed lamp and talk to him if he's having any fears. And is he wetting every day, or only once in a while, uh, based on what has happened in the day? So even observe those patterns. If it is every day, then just straight away use these affirmations. But if it is anything else, then try to see what exactly is disturbing him, or what exactly are the fears that he is having. Thank you. I hope I answered your question. Mm,
Prana Garu,
yeah,
just one doubt in the affirmation thing. Should we say I will wake up, or should we say you will wake up
you will
when
wake
we are
up.
doing the affirmation? You will
Yeah,
wake up when we are doing the
yes,
affirmation for the
yeah.
kid in the
Or
sleep
you
talk.
can, or the best thing is you can use the name, like for example, Sanjeev or Ajay. Ajay will wake up and he'll go to the toilet.
Okay, all
You
right.
can
Thank
use
you.
the name.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, someone is asking, paintings on screen during meditation are too good, ma'am. Somehow I'm connected. Can we get them in Devi Samuham group? Thank you for the session. Oh, yeah, I get that now. Yeah, sure. We can send that in the Devi Samuham group. Sure, thank you. Yeah, anyone else has anything? Because specifically someone from the Divine Feminine Sangha, they were asking me for this conscious parenting sessions. So I have extended it to one more day. So if anyone has anything, you can ask the questions, or else we can conclude the session.
Hello, ma'am. This is Sureka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have few questions.
Yes.
Yesterday I did talk to you about my son who's 12-year-old. So about hugging and doing like a very harsh
Yeah.
physical
Yeah.
So I'm yeah. So just a few things about him.
Uh-huh.
I mean, nowadays there's no school here, so he's
Mhm.
sleeping around like very late, and so the affirmations can be done early morning, like because I get up early
Yes.
morning, and can I
Yeah.
go
Yeah. Yeah.
and tell him,
Yes. Yes.
or it has
Definitely.
to be right after he goes to bed?
No, no, no. It can be any time during the night, but it's just that some people, they mention that it will be good if they are just they have fallen asleep, and after 20 minutes or 30 minutes, it will be good to use them. And most of the times, it works for mothers, because immediately after they fall asleep, they'll just wait for 15-20 minutes, or they'll be doing their work, and then they'll use the affirmations and they go back to bed. But if it is not working for you in that way, then it is absolutely fine. You can even use it in the morning, or if you know exactly what time he wakes up, then you can use it half an hour or 1 hour before that. So or else any time should work, because usually subconscious mind will be listening to everything.
Right. Okay. Okay. And another problem he has is difficult in sleeping. Like he's a very light sleeper. Actually, even I had that issue before. Now, like after getting into meditation, I don't have that sleeping problem. Like getting into sleep, like it used to take an hour or sometimes 2 hours just to
Mm.
go to sleep. So,
Mm.
and I see that my son is also struggling to sleep, even though he works out, or he
Mhm.
says I'm having a tough time sleeping.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how. And also, like, we live in US, right? So here all his friends are like more into video games, and I know you said like not to watch too
Yeah,
much
I was about to say
thing.
that actually.
uh, he
Okay.
watches, and it's so difficult for me. Not like he'll think like, what is this mom is like a like old lady or something. If I tell him not to watch those, then he'll feel like all my friends watch, and how can you tell me not to watch? Then I'll be like odd man out. Like I have to be with my group what they are watching. So in that case, how do I tell him like not to watch those? And I'm trying, but they think that I'm like old woman, all telling all this
Mm.
uh,
So
keep on doing all the
definitely the
lectures.
freedom has to be yeah, I get that, I completely get that actually. So definitely the freedom has to be given, but at the same time the discipline has to be there. So if possible, what you can do is you can just put a simple timetable that he can play video games. Normally if he is playing for an hour or two, you can just ask him to play before 8. Because what happens is, even if you check on internet or anywhere, they usually say that they'll stimulate. If you're watching TV or video games especially, so they'll stimulate our brain and we'll become more active. Even if they're playing in the night just before sleep, they'll become active. Like, even for example, if you see, when we are feeling sleepy in the afternoon, if it is calm and quiet, then we really want to go to sleep. But if it is completely bright, and if someone has come, and if we are jumping and doing some activities or even watching a movie, then we don't feel like sleeping. The same way, just before going to bed, at least 2 to 3 hours before bed, just tell to him or start a rule, or just start a timetable in such a way that before bed, 3 hours before bed, no games, no video games, and no TV. So at
Okay.
that time, if they want, they can do some watercoloring or painting or reading. Especially, why everyone suggests reading during night times is, the mind will be completely relaxed, and all these good stories, and you can introduce him to some nice books. So there are a lot of books, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. So with that, you can start as he's 12 years old, and there are so many beautiful books for kids. So you can just suggest him, or you can just, I'm sure he might be having a Kindle. So if he's having a
Yeah.
Kindle or anything, then with a low light, and based on the Kindle, there are some Kindles with a very low light. So if he has that option, just ask him to read some books on that, or just directly give him a hard copy of the book, anything. But very strictly ask him not to play games at least 3 hours before the bedtime. uh, but for that, again, they should not feel like you're taking away all the freedom and you're a mom who always nags. So instead of that, just tell him that whatever the time that you're playing now, just try that, and play in the afternoon or in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you give that time, but the time, give it to them in the morning, or in the afternoon, but not in the night time. So that will really help. And just before bedtime, he can start with nice sleep affirmations. So there are some very good sleep affirmations if you just go on YouTube, and you can just play those affirmations when he's going to bed, and ask him, just, we will try this. everything in life is like an experiment. We have to try. So if many people are telling that this is good, let us try this. And when he's sleeping, put those affirmations, put those nice music for him, and see for few days
Okay.
how it goes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Sure.
I have another question if you have time.
Yeah.
Um, I have a 17-year-old daughter.
Mhm.
I know this is a conscious parenting, so I'm not sure if you have any session for youth, like, for the teenage who are not like little kids, or
Yeah.
is it okay to ask you here?
If I can answer, I will. I will try. But if I cannot
Yeah.
answer, I can get back to you.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. So the thing is, like, I know. She, so we had a tough time. Like, she was the first daughter, and I didn't know a lot of things. I'm learning as a mother.
Mhm.
Um, so the discussion came on the meditation or something, like I was talking about soul and atma and all that stuff, and she doesn't believe any of those. It's all
Mhm.
science. I believe in science, she says. Okay, that's fine. And
Mhm.
suddenly she says, okay, we are going to die one day, why do we have to take care of all this? So whenever I tell her, like, we have to go to our annual checkups or anything, like anything I say, she says this body is going, she talks so, those points are really stuck me, like, okay, I never thought about it when I was 17-year-old. She says, like, okay, my body is going to go away, why should I care about all that? And she doesn't want to go to the doctors and all. She's nothing, like, she's completely atheist, and or like no going to temple, no praying, nothing. She doesn't believe in any of our or praying to gods and all that. That's fine. It's, I mean, I'm completely opposite. That the way I'm raised is like, going to temples, doing abhishekams, pujas and all that stuff. That's fine. So I gave her freedom, I gave her space in that way. That's okay, whatever you believe, that's fine. But sometimes, like, taking care or eating habits and all, she says, like, why should I eat? I mean, I'm eating like whatever is there or whatever she likes. This body is going to go away, why should I take care of it?
Okay.
And I don't have an answer for that. I'm like, okay. So I thought I'll just ask. When she says that, how should I answer? Like, sometimes the questions my kids ask, I don't have an answer for them. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, to answer that, actually, every person is different, and every soul is different. So they, mm, I met someone very recently, just few months ago. They were not at all grounded completely. They always feel like this body is not important. They just want to go back and all these things, and they don't really understand the emotions and feelings. But when uh, when our teacher he regressed her, what happened was we all were surprised that it is her first lifetime on this planet Earth. That is why she is not at all connected to anything. She directly came
Oh,
from a
okay.
star world, and she wanted to get some experience of something. I'll not go into the detailed story because there's something that she wanted to know from the Earth, and there the star beings have sent her onto this planet Earth, and she fell into this Maya and all these things. So sometimes we really need to understand the soul also ages. I mean, uh, for all of us, most of us, we have been taken like hundreds, thousands, and lakhs of births on this planet Earth. So for them, it is different. Or it could also be that she is an old soul where she has gone through so many things, because we have these stages of soul, like baby soul, infant soul, young soul, mature soul, old soul, and transcendental soul. We have this stages of soul evolution. So uh, depending on their soul evolution, the whole whatever they talk or whatever they do, whatever they attract into their life, it will be different. So at 17 years of age, you might not have spoken about all these things, but she is talking about all these things based on her soul evolution. But
Okay.
one thing you have to tell her is body is very, very important if we have to live on this planet Earth. It is a vehicle. It
Okay.
is a vehicle for us to live on this planet Earth. If body is healthy, we can have all the joys of this life. We can enjoy the experience on this planet Earth. If we are
Mm.
not having great physical health and great physical body, then the experience on this planet Earth will be different, right?
Yeah.
So we have come onto this planet Earth to have certain experiences. So, in the same way, for example, you can just, as she's in her teens, I'm just trying to tell her in some nice example where she can understand. Uh, for example, if she talks, I mean, this a similar thing that you can tell to her is, for example, if she's going to a school of 10th standard or normal school for 4 or 5 years, she'll be in that school, and then she'll be going to a college. So if you say that, anyways, I'll be going to the college, why should I really care about this school? Why should I care about the hygiene in this school? And why should I care about the smell that is coming from the dustbins? I'll not clean the dustbins. Anyways, after a few years, I'll go to the college. Why should I take care of everything, the lighting and all small details in this school? Because anyways, I'll go to that college. Only I'll be here only for 4 years. And as you mentioned, she's already studying in some college. So you can even ask her about.
Next year she'll be going to college. So,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. So so you can just take with this small example that whatever that she is there, like why she has to study all these things in her school, because only if she study all these things, only if she takes care of the environment and everything, she'll be healthy so that she can go into the college with so much wisdom, so much wisdom that she can really enjoy the college. Only when she can enjoy all these things that are happening in the school, and when she's taking the wisdom from the school, only then she can go to the college, and then she'll understand whatever the higher studies that she's doing. In the same way, just tell her that on this planet Earth, when you're taking care of your body and when you're having all these experiences, when you're enjoying these experiences, then only when you leave this body, you'll get that higher wisdom only when you finish this in a certain way. You can just tell with this example. I hope I answered the question. I tried.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes she says like, okay, next year she's going to college, and sometimes I don't. She says I don't want to do anything. Like, we just talk, right? Because of the college and applications and all that. I mean, she's interested in sciences, but suddenly she says like, no, I just want to travel. I just want to travel. I just want to travel to different places. That's my thing. That's my goal. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, you know,
Yeah.
it's all like, I think it's in a stage right now. It's a very
Yes.
difficult stage for her, I think.
Mhm.
17 and 18s are like tough age, but she's very confused sometimes what she wants to do, but definitely she wants to travel. That's all she says. I don't have any goal in my life, she says. I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
That's absolutely fine. A lot of people do that, traveling, but you have to encourage her that yes, you can do that, but after certain time, after you do your college and everything, because now we are there to support you completely for your college, and then after your college, parallelly in your holidays you can travel, parallelly your whenever you get some time you can travel one country after another country instead of traveling for a whole length of time. So, because a lot of people, of course, in foreign countries, I mean, more than I mean, even my friends, a lot of them, they love traveling. The passion of them
Yeah.
is it travel. So it
Mhm.
automatically may come to your kids. So that's okay. Just accept it.
Yeah.
But
And
you
like
can
whenever, yeah, sorry,
guide
go
them
ahead.
in the right direction.
Yeah. Right. And like all this time, like whatever we tell as a parent, like she keeps thinking that we are forcing our views on her. and she keeps thinking, okay, I have just 1 year left at home, then I'm a free bird, or I'm going out. I'm
Yes.
done with you all. This is what she keeps saying.
Actually, that's okay, because that is how a lot of people feel, and that's okay. Instead of feeling bad, you accept it.
Okay.
So accept it. But again, because because it is the way that they are feeling, and we cannot change their feeling.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever we say, it's coming as a negative for her, or like,
Exactly,
it's too
exactly.
much.
That is
It's not like we are a well wishers. We are not like
yes,
enemies for you.
yes. But always remember that the great saying that the children has come through you, and you are not the owners of the children. So always remember that you are not owners of them, because we are
Yeah,
born and brought up in this Indian society with our culture and everything, and most of the times, in our blood and in our belief system, this it will be there, that
yeah. I
we feel like they're always. It will be nice if they're always close to us, and it will be a little hard for us to let them go. And when they're talking about freedom and all these things, something inside us shakes. Oh, what are they talking?
right.
And just because of this, many of my friends, they moved from UK and US and moved back to India, just because their kids are talking in this way. But that is not the solution. They were
Yeah.
afraid that now they will just go away and they'll not care about us. But
Mm,
did you give birth to them just to take care of you? And you are completely changing their soul plan, because they have chosen to born in that particular country. But
right.
again, yet again, to vegetarian parents or meditator parents or Indian parents with that culture and everything, they choose all those tiniest details when they're choosing parents.
Mm. Actually, the other day she asked me a really good question. Why did you guys give birth to me? I had no answer for that.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't know,
You
when
should,
that
yeah, you
question is
should ask
asked,
her.
how should I reply to her?
Yeah, you should ask her in turn, why did you choose us as parents? Because everyone, they choose parents and they come onto this planet Earth. Try
But
and
she
see, remember, why did you choose us as parents? And I will also think on what you have asked.
Okay. Because
So,
I don't think she understands about the soul or anything. Like, she thinks that we
okay,
gave birth. I mean, we are the one who is bringing her up, or we are the one who bought her in this world. She's not
okay,
thinking that the soul has selected us, that we have
okay,
that knowledge in meditation, right? But
okay.
she doesn't have that knowledge. So she is
But
thinking that
always
we
try
got
to
her.
tell her, try to tell
Mm.
her whatever that you know, try to tell her. So, and
Okay.
as kids are very intelligent. Now we have Pyramid Young Masters Association, PIMA. I mean, I used to be part of that years ago, and we used to have great time with all our friends who were of our same age, and we used to discuss a lot of things. And even at that time, we used to do all the channelings, and we used to invite astral masters. We used to talk about souls and so many things we used to do as teenagers. So, and
Okay.
some of the just two, three of our parents. I mean, my mom and a couple of other kids' moms. They used to completely support us. So so in that way, when sometimes when we have the same age group who are talking about all these things, they may get attracted. And you can check Indrani's videos. Now she is really talking beautifully on so many subjects. If she understands, does she understand Telugu?
Yeah, yeah. She can
Okay.
speak too. Mm.
Okay, okay, that's great. Then you can show her Indrani's videos, Maranam Leni Miru, Marananantara Jivitam. She
Okay.
spoke beautifully. She is just 18 years old, 19 years old, and she spoke so beautifully on that subject. And again, even in PMC English, I think she spoke on the law of attraction in English. So you can just ask her to watch her videos, because usually they get connected to their age group.
Okay.
If you say to watch some 40-year-old or 60-year-old person, they may not really get interested. but you can just say her that, look, she's also 18 years old and she's talking about all this subject. Just have a look and do
Okay.
not force her.
Yeah, yeah.
Say that, okay, just have a look.
Hmm.
So in
Okay.
that way, you can encourage her, and you can ask her to look at Paima videos, Pyramid Young Masters Association.
Paima. Okay. Can you share those in our group? If there are any for teenage or little older kids, like youth links or anything good information for them
Yeah,
on
sure.
meditation
I'll
or
check that
something
and
like.
I'll check that. And if anyone else here has those links, please share that. Or else I'll check. I'll check and share that after our
Okay.
discussion.
Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Hmm.
you, Surekha. Um,
Rana
and
Garu, do you
yeah,
have time for one quick question?
yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. I was just sitting in this meditation meeting right now. So, and my son, who is 5 years old,
Mhm.
he sometimes feels a bit left out when I'm
Yeah.
doing meditation, and because my husband is busy in the work. And right
Mhm.
now, also, like, he's feeling a bit sad that, I am in this meeting, and I'm not, even though I'm sitting next to him, and
Yeah.
still he's feeling a bit left out. So, I mean,
Okay.
how do we manage this kind of situations?
Mhm. Yeah. Actually, first thing is you have to accept that such situations will happen. Mm, even even yesterday, my daughter was saying that she was feeling sad for something, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, and because she was just asking my attention when I was in the kitchen. I was just putting some food in my plate, and it was just a few minutes time that I'll put my food in my plate and I'll go into the living room. But she was like, no, come, I want you to be with me. And at that time, I'm like, it's okay. Why don't you just go and stay in the living room? I'll just put some food in the plate and I'll come. And then she went, and then in the night, and this, I'll just tell something after this because suddenly I got excited. Okay. So when she said that, I felt so sad when you were not talking properly or when you were shouting. It was not like I'm really shouting, but definitely my voice and my tone was changed when she was just pulling me, and I was so hungry. So she went into the living room, but she was saying that she felt so sad. So I really hugged her and I said sorry, because we have to say sorry. It's okay because she needed attention. I said I'm sorry, but then I explained to her that, see, I gave you food, you already had your food, and mommy is very hungry. So mommy is putting some food in her plate, so you have to give her some time. Then she's like, okay, okay. So in this particular situation, you can tell him that I'm so sorry. I know you feel like you need my attention, but I'm learning these things so that I can take care of you in a better way. There's a nice discussion going on so that I'll know so many things. And it is always good to do meditation. Can you also join me for meditation? Let's listen together what they are talking. So just for some time they listen, and after that, just for a few minutes they may listen. So put it on speaker, remove your headset and put it on speaker. Just for a few minutes they'll be interestingly they'll be listening. Okay, what exactly is happening here? What are they talking? And after that they may just get distracted and they may just go out and play. But it's always about our patience. So it's not, and remember, my dear friends, all the moms here, so it is okay to lose your patience sometimes because we are also humans. So do not feel guilty about it. Even I lose patience sometimes. Like yesterday, I was like, okay, can you please go there? I was almost shouting. I mean, my tone has changed. It was not a normal tone. She could sense that, and she was like, I was feeling a little sad. Yet again, one other thing, you have to train them that even if you are shouting, even if someone is shouting at them, they have to be strong. So sometimes I'm like, it's okay when someone is shouting, even though someone is shouting, you should not feel sad. You should be very strong and confident. So whenever you feel like talking these things, usually at bedtime, um, talk about all these things, because they'll be in a very nice mood to listen to all the stories and then listen to these things. But do not take more than 5 minutes, or else they'll not take in one story. And just before the story, tell these things and a story, and then tell some things and then a story, and then going to bed. And one routine that I do with my daughter, and I'm sure it will be helpful for everyone, and I would recommend every mother to do this, is every day in the night talk about what is it that they didn't like about that day. So every day I ask my daughter, and immediately as soon as I ask her, what is it that you didn't like? She says, first you tell what is it that you didn't like, and I tell her, today I didn't feel good when the maid came late and she wasn't listening. Or whatever that is that comes to my mind, whatever that I didn't like throughout the day. Today I was feeling so sleepy and I was so tired, and you were not letting me sleep, and I didn't like that. So, and today in the kitchen, as I was feeding my food, you were pulling me, you were not allowing me to put my food in the plate, and I didn't like that. And what we do is, after every sentence, we together we release it. Okay, let's release it, mommy, she says. Whenever I tell something about her or whatever, okay, mommy, let's release it. And she will just we'll exhale together and we'll release that like that. And whatever she says that when you shouted like that, I didn't like it. I felt very sad. And I tell to her, okay, we'll release that together. And we release it together. So we take all the things, whatever that we didn't like throughout the day, we talk about them and we release them. And after that, we talk about the good things that happened. What is it that you like today? Then she says that she really loved when I played with her, when I helped her tidy up the toys. Like from yesterday, whatever I remember from yesterday, I'm just telling all those things. So I'm like, oh, that's so nice. I just acknowledge that. And she asked me, what is it that you like? So I told that the promo that came out, the interview with Patriji, I liked it. And I mean, initially I told her that I didn't like it because there were some changes, and before even asking me, they just put it on the YouTube. I told her, and then it's like, oh, is it? And then again, in the good things, I tell the same thing, that it's okay, so that they should understand the pattern. So you should create that pattern. Initially, I told that I didn't like it when I was waiting. I was thinking, I'll just tell you the scenario. As you have seen that promo, so there were few more changes. There were like too many questions in the promo. So I told them to do few more changes, but somehow because of something else, they had to just post it. So I was telling them, I didn't like it. It would have been nice if they made these little changes. But again, in the good things, I tell her that, okay, it's so nice that so many people are looking at it, and I got so many so nice feedback from everyone. So every time you talk about something bad, again in the good things, change it in such a way that they feel good about it. Like for example, the maid hasn't come and she wasn't talking in a nice way. So I told that. And then again in the good things, I told her that it's really good that we have a maid and she comes for us and she helps us. So everything, because whatever we are talking, slowly they'll build up on that. So the whole of their life, whatever that happens in their life, it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel bad. Because remember, my dear friends, life is not just about happiness. It's not just about being happy all the time. It's about experiencing all those things that are happening in our life. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to be bad and everything, but yet again, releasing them and again, focusing on those positive things. So I hope you'll all implement this routine into your day to day life with your kids. It is very, very important for them, and not only for them, for you also, to release all those things that you didn't like and to feel gratitude for whatever that you have. And the at the end, we say thank you for the beautiful day. I mean, I just started like a couple of days ago using this. Thank you for the day. I started day before yesterday, and yesterday I was like, thank you for the beautiful day. So she was asking me, why are we thanking to the day? So then I tell to her whatever that comes to my mind at that point of time. So we had a really beautiful day today. So whatever that has happened, it's so beautiful. So we are just acknowledging it. We are saying thank you. So that is how, yeah, I do with my daughter.
Thank you. That was really beautiful, actually. I'll try that with my son. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. I'll just check the chat window. Devika is saying it was nice to hear from you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And Geeta is saying it was nice and a pleasant meditation. Mm, okay, and there's a big question here. Ma'am, yesterday in my meditation, I also got an auto writing and heard the voice that it is for healing and pain relief. One must look at it for 21 minutes for 21 days. I've given that to my brother who is in some emotional turmoil and to my mother in law who has knee pain. But I'm 1 month into meditation. I'm literally feeling that I'll be judged by others who will think I'm into some kind of weird field. I'm from a family who are generally not aware of spiritual science. What should I do when fear of judgment comes to my mind? So, if your brother believes it, as you have given it to your brother and your mother in law, if they believe it, let them do. And fear of judgment, it comes, it always comes. Even for me today, it comes. So even like from the yesterday's promo, I had my own fears of judgment. Okay, what will others say? And from the interview, I was like, okay, I was interviewing Patriji, and I don't know how there will be a lot of judgments that uh, I mean, I'm putting my legs, I don't know what we call, Kalbina Kaliskolam. Um, I wasn't, as you know, in Indian culture, in front of gurus, we should sit in a proper posture, but I was crossing my legs. So even I had that fear of judgment, but I was comfortable in that posture. Patrish sir may not think about it, he may not judge about it, but maybe other people might judge that how is she sitting in front of the great Guru Patriji? How can she sit like that? So those things may come, and that's okay. So many judgments will come, and every time our life is filled with these judgments, doubts, and everything. Yet again, what you are doing, what is the action that you are taking, that is very, very important. Are you stuck because of that fear of judgment and the doubts that you are having, or are you taking action? If someone can see the difference with that 21 minutes, 21 days, if they can see the difference, then that's great. If they don't see any difference, that's okay, because that's okay. So always you have to tell to your mind in this way, because your mind is also like your child. As we tame our child, as we talk to our child in a very nice way, in the same way, whatever our mind does, it does so many tantrums, more than a child. Agree? So it is like more than a child, always doing tantrums. At least children will do tantrums and all those things for till certain age. But our mind, it always does the whole of our lifetime. It is doing its own tantrums, own doubts, and so many things. So you have to handle it like a child and say to your mind, that's okay. Deepika Srinivas is saying that thank you so much for sharing your routine for all mothers. It's a wonderful learning. Thank you. Okay. Thank you all so much. Any last sharing or anything that you want to share? Sharing or any question? Just one more. Okay. If no one has anything, someone is saying, thank you so much, madam, for all amazing advices and info. Thank you. And thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. Wonderful. Thank you all. Thank you so much and have a great day and have a good night, good evening. Wonderful. Thank you.